Hi guys, this is Mike and I have a question for you. What is the first thing that guitar or bass players do when they buy a new instrument? Well, usually we change the strings to the brand that we like. We adjust the string action and maybe play with the pickup heights. Maybe we even have it set up by a professional to the way we like it. Later down the line, maybe we change aesthetic things like the color of the pickguard or the knobs here. And maybe even later, we try out different pickups, right? So whatever you want to call all that, modding, upgrading, individualizing, as far as I'm aware, there's no way to do that on modules for the API System 500. Well, until now that is, because introducing the Bad Dogs Audio P1 preamplifier. Make no mistake, you can absolutely use the P1 as it is, straight out of the box. Just install it in your lunchbox and you're good to go. But what is absolutely cool, and something that I've never seen before anywhere else, is that the P1 allows you to install different output transformers in a safe, user-friendly and soldierless way. It's really as easy as moving two jumpers on the board and push the transformer into the PCB holes. And that's it. Slide the module back into the lunchbox, screw it in and power it up, and there you go. So I have two different transformers here, one by Jensen and one by Lundell, and we will definitely check out how they sound later in the video. But first, let's check out the specs of the P1. What is the P1? Well, it's a fully discrete Class A microphone preamp for the API 500 system. It comes with an instrument input on the front, as well as being able to amplify XLR signals on the back of your lunchbox. It has a phase reverse switch, a high-pass filter at 80 Hz, which is super handy when you want more clarity in your signal. It has a -20 dB pad, in case you have a very sensitive mic or a very loud guitar amp, and of course phantom power, including an LED that indicates whether the phantom power is active. We have gain control ranging from +12 to +65 dB, and what is really cool, a signal LED that shows you the level of your signal, ranging from green to yellow to red. That alone is a very cool feature because it provides you with a visual clue how hot your signal actually is. But how does it sound? Well, let's find out. I locked myself into a rehearsing space and recorded guitars, bass and a female singer with the P1. The bass went directly into the front of the P1, while I used the Shure SM57 for the guitar tracks. The female singer I recorded with a Neumann TLM 102, amplified of course with the P1. I use different transformers for different things, and you will find all the info of the tracks in the video and in the description above. Please remember though that I'm not a professional recording engineer and I didn't really mix or master these tracks. But even so, I think it sounds really nice actually, which is a testament to how good the individual tracks sound like. But you know what, enough talk, let's actually listen to the track. Here's the first half of the song, This Strange Love. Enjoy. Hi guys, welcome back. So how was it? How did you like it? I mean, considering that I don't use the most high professional equipment out there, I think that sounds pretty solid, don't you think? And I really like the weight and the texture that the P1 gives your individual tracks. But you know what? Before I go into my personal opinion, I did promise you to compare the different output transformers, right? So let's do that first. So here's a bass lick looped by a D2 looper, so we have the exact same performance every time. As you can see, I had to adjust the output levels because the transformers definitely raise the output levels a little bit. And yeah, so listen with good headphones. Here we go. Right, so that was the long version. Now let's quickly compare only a couple of seconds from the same riff. So in my opinion, the P1 without any additional transformer sounds very clean, very stable. The Jensen adds a little bit of coloration, especially in the lower mids, but in my humble opinion, the real star of the show is the P1 with the Lundell transformer. The bass and lower mids gain so much weight and punch, and the highs suddenly have this expensive sounding sheen to it. I mean, to be honest, I would have never thought that a part as small as this here would make such a difference. You know, I tested the Heritage Audio 73 Junior preamp a couple of years ago, and I really like the weight and the oomph that that device added to your signal. And I really feel that the P1 with the Lundell transformator does the exact same thing for... And I just realized I didn't even mention the best part about all of that, for only $550. Because you see, you get the P1 as it is for $443 excluding shipping, but you can buy the P1 with a transformer of your choice on the Bad Dogs Audio homepage for an additional $110. Or spoil yourself with both additional transformers for only $606, which is still cheaper than comparable preamps by more famous brands where, well, you actually pay a premium for just that brand. As mentioned before, installation of the additional transformers is super easy. I mean, if I can do it, everyone can do it. Right, so here's now my final verdict on the Bad Dogs Audio P1 preamp. In my opinion, the P1 straight out of the box without any additional transformers is a very clean sounding preamp that you can really use on a variety of different sound sources. Plus, I really like the additional features like the -20 dB pad, the 80 Hz low cut, and of course the visual clue, the signal LED that allows you to correctly adjust your gain. But the real killer combo, in my opinion, is the P1 with the Lundell transformer. Suddenly your tracks gain weight and sheen, and they just sound as if you would have recorded them through much more expensive equipment. If there is one thing that I could change on the P1, I would have liked the stepped gain control, just because it makes recall so much easier. But that's really just a minor gripe, and all in all, I'm super satisfied with this piece of equipment. I mean, you basically get two different sounds, a very clean one and quite a colored one, for half of what other companies want for their preamps. So yeah, I really dig it, I'm very happy with my purchase, and I can definitely recommend it to people looking for a preamp for the API System 500. And yeah, guys, that was basically it. That ends my video. I will definitely leave a link to Bad Dogs Audio homepage in the description. Go check it out. It's totally worth it. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye. With 2 eyes.